Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is The Lovin' Odd. Today we are going to review the Marvel Legends, the Uncanny X-Men Gray Beast. Now, two things before I start this video. Yes, these are customized shorts. I'm going to put them linked down below if you do want to get these yourself. In the picture, it shows him wearing the belt, but since the Gray Beast doesn't have a belt, I really don't care. Second of all, yes, I know he's an old release. I know he came from 2020, but I don't care. I'm here to do my honest review and video, and man, I got a lot to say about this figure. But of course, we got the package. We're gonna look at the package right here. Of course, if you see, I tear this crap up. I mean, look at that. But I mean, it's a good looking package. If you don't want to open your figures, man, you're gonna love this. And anytime I see a Marvel Legends box, I always forget how big they are. Like, not the box. Look, the box is big, but just it's always little in the middle. But anyways, I know it's supposed to be reminiscing some figures from the 90s. I've seen these type of figures from the 90s at like game stores, so I know what it's supposed to be mimicking or whatever. And of course, we have Gray Beast right here. Man, I wish we had this head sculpt. I know there's some controversy about the head sculpt, but man, this is a good. That would have been a cool head sculpt. And of course, now we're gonna read the back real quick. If you don't want to listen, then you can skip. While the Beast is incredibly strong and astonishingly agile, he is also one of the world's leading experts and biochemists. While he's not fighting evil alongside the X-Men, he devotes his time to expand the frontiers of human knowledge. Sorry if I messed that up, but of course we got that crap done. Again, I was just too excited. Anyways, sorry if I messed that up while reading it. Just too excited for talking about this figure. And yes, I know I'm gonna put the link down below for these customized shorts. No worries, even though I'm not good with links, but I will put them down below. Now, first of all, we are gonna talk about his accessories. Now, of course, he got one head, an extra head, all of his hands, they all came from different sets. I know there's a Build-A-Figure with Blue Beast, and that one's like $90, while the X-Men Uncanny Blue Beast with the coat, the lab coat, you know which one I'm talking about? That one's like $100. It's not worth it. No, I know I waste my money on the Silver Surfer, but for Marvel Legends like that, yeah, it's not that worth it for the Beast. But man, that Silver Surfer is good. Now, of course, before we look at his accessories, I do want to look at some heights, because I want to show you how big this guy is. This is Cell, Imperfect Cell by SH Figure Arts. Just look how of course he's tall because of his little antennas, I don't know, but man, look how tall Beast is compared. I mean, wow. And I was really surprised. I thought he was going to be a bit smaller, because I know sometimes with big figures they always just downgrade the heights for some freaking reason. And now we have SH Figure Arts Piccolo, another great figure. This is the Dragon Ball Super one. This is way better than the Diamond. Goddamn, we're not gonna talk about that. We're here to talk about the figure. And we have Mafex Batman from the Dark Knight Returns 2-pack with Carrie Kelly. Very good. Again, I was really surprised how big he is, but man, he's a wonderful figure. And of course, we have the NECA's Mirage Comics Michelangelo. So yes, he is a very good height, very tall, very good. And again, I did not expect it to be that big, but man, I'm excited. So I know they did one from 2019, and I know they did one from like 2020, which I missed out on those beasts, so I'm sorry. One was a Beto figure, but whatever. I'm here to talk about this figure, so let's talk about this. Now, the glasses. I know people have been having problems with the glasses. Man, I wish that the glasses were connected on his eyes. I mean, like glued on his eyes. Just imagine if it was glued, or maybe there's like tiny little pegs right here where you could glue it on, and afterwards have him with his glasses on. Because when he has his glasses, let me show you. Man, it pops out. Do you see that? If you want him, you could lay him down and make him look like he's reading, because then it doesn't pop out. But when you just have him like looking straight ahead, it looks so weird. It looks very goofy. I wish that we had different accessories instead of the glasses. I don't know. I was kind of excited, but when I heard about these, I was like, ah, man, I am a bit disappointed. But sculpt wise, I guess they're fine. But yeah, I wish that they would rather just glue it on instead of just doing that. Now, of course, we have his book. I'm not a smart man with the I only know music, comic books, and movies. That's how far my knowledge goes. But man, this is a very nice book, and if you look close, we're gonna need to bring this light. If you look closely, there's some weathering on here, and it's very nice, very good, very nice texture. Feels different from the yeah, it feels a bit different. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, I don't know what this says on the back right there, but it looks very good. Have some bit gold paint right there, very nice. So yeah, and then here's a little fingerprint where you could just slip in his fingers, so you could just grab onto it perfectly. So not bad, not bad. So this is a new accessory, and this one is an old accessory that came with the X-Men Uncanny. This is also a new accessory. So you get new accessory, old accessory, old, old. So you really don't get a lot of new pieces or any new accessories. Now this is my first piece, so I'm gonna be pretty happy with this. But man, I really wish they gave us some new accessories. Now we're gonna look at his fist, of course. If you look closely, there's some light shading, but some dark shading of gray right there. So it's very nice. And with one of the beasts, I think with the Build-A-Figure beast, one of them, he didn't have his nose painted, which I didn't really like. And I think with the X-Men Uncanny one, he also had his nose painted. And with the X-Men Apocalypse beast, I don't think they painted his nose, but I wanted to get the nice, regular, simple beast. And of course, this is how he looks like in his first appearance, right? First appearance? I can't remember because I remember he used to be gray and then blue because everyone knows the blue and I love the blue color scheme. But man, I love the gray. The gray just looks good. I'm sorry, it looks good. And of course, just his hand where you could just balance on him. I practiced balancing him earlier, and surprise, surprise, he actually balanced really well. I thought people would need stands or something, but no, he could just stand perfectly. Of course, some nice shading, nose paint, of course, bit messed up right there, but I don't really care because, man, the figure himself is just, it's great. But we're going to talk about that later. So, yeah, you could just lay it flat. And of course, I wish, hold on. I wish we had this head sculpt as a secondary, because you think you would probably get this head sculpt when you see this box. But then it's this goofy looking new head sculpt, which to be honest is kind of growing on me, but I know other people don't like it. So I really wish we had this head sculpt instead of this one. Because it would have been nice if you had two different like beasts. Because look, if you compare it, he's not very hairy. He doesn't have sideburns. His hair is not as messy as like this one. But I mean, even in the box, that's how he looks. Very perfect. Should have been a bit light shading because it just. Anyways, but new head sculpt. But I know some people don't like it. To me, it's kind of growing on me, kind of weird. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about these two head sculpts. Now, this one, right off the bat, yes, it looks goofy. Yes, it looks silly. Beast, he could be a silly character. If you watch the original 1992 X-Men, he literally got arrested and he didn't escape. Gambit was trying to let him out. Rogue was trying to let him out. Half of the X-Men was trying to let him out, and he was like, no, let me serve my time. That's the most silliest, but like most Beast thing ever, because if you know Beast how he is in the comics or in the movies or TV shows, anything, it's just like, yeah, that seems very Beast of him, yeah. So he didn't even want to fight off people. He was like, nah, let me just stay in jail. And it's so funny. He was just okay. But this head sculpt, it matches Beast. I feel like people would like this head sculpt if it was painted blue. Maybe it's because people don't like the color of it. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Or maybe because of his goofy grin. Because bringing that light in, oh my god, he looks so freaking scary. You just, oh god. Anyways, so bringing that light in, he looks like head sculpt wise. I mean, I'll probably say like a 7. It's not one of my favorites because I'm gonna mainly just use this head with him. But man, it's not bad. It's very good, I mean, decent, I guess. Goofy smile. His eyes, you can see them nice and blue. Again, it should have been a bit lighter, like how it showed on the box. But yeah, it's like probably Probably 6 or 7. Probably 6 or 7. I don't know. 7 would be okay for this. I don't know. I don't know. It probably will grow on me. It kind of is. But now we're going to check out my favorite one, this Angry Head sculpt. Now, with the X-Men Uncanny, the one that they released in 2020, with this one, they had a new head sculpt with the blue beast with his mouth closed and look just more calm. I wish we had that one instead of this new goofy head sculpt. Again, if it was the one that showed on the box, I would have been completely fine with that. But of course, people had a complaint with that, so everyone mainly has this head sculpt on him. And that's how I'm going to have my beast, with this head sculpt. Now, this head sculpt was with the Build-A-Figure. I forgot what Build-A-Figure, but I remember there's a beast with a Build-A-Figure with hands, but no accessories to hold. And then there's the X-Men Uncanny Blue Beast. There's the X-Men Apocalypse, but that one doesn't have this head sculpt. It's way different, but yeah, I kind of wish they would. I mean, I don't hate this head sculpt, because look at it. It's very nice, very well detailed. You could see the hairs. Very well sculpted. I like it. Again, favorite head sculpt out of the two, very much. Of course, everyone's going to be having their figure with this. If you have him with the smiling head, I mean, you do you. Happy for you. But yeah, I like this one way more. Of course, no damn pupils, because anytime he gets all serious, his eyes be like that in the comics. But and sometimes they're not really consistent, because sometimes he has pupils, or we're not gonna get into it. Listen, we're not gonna get into it. But anyways, so I'm gonna be having this beast. No, I don't think he has pupils sometimes in the comics. I don't remember. Maybe when he's not angry, yeah, but when he's like angry, yeah, no pupils. But move everything along to the side. Now, yes, he has custom shorts. I'm gonna take these off, because again, I love these customized shorts. I'm gonna put them in the description down below. Don't worry. But man, when you take it off, you see why I kind of have these on, because I don't know. I'm surprised no one has been complaining about these, but there, it's so gappy. Maybe because the thighs are just too big and you want to get that good range on him. I see what you're trying to. I don't know. I'm trying to make a dumb excuse, because again, it just looks so weird to me. When I saw each beast, I was like, okay, they look cool, but I'm like, man, if I had like custom shorts, I would probably change this. Don't get me wrong, I like that they sculpted the shorts, but it just, look, I put them up. They're drop downs, by the way. They look no different, light and day. Actually, it just looks like day after day. Look at that shit. Yeah, maybe a little bit, but really not a lot. So yeah, he looks a bit awkward. I don't know if anyone makes that. I don't know if has anyone ever complained about it. Maybe I'm the first. If you don't have a complaint, hey, good for you. I'm not saying it looks the worst thing ever, but I'm like, man, it would look way better with some customized shorts. So that's why I got these customized shorts on eBay for a good price, for only like $5.99, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, so I like having him with the custom pants, but of course we're just gonna look at him as the figure himself. So very well different, light, a bit more lighter. I wish his hair was a bit more lighter, like right here. I wish it was more lighter like this. But anyways, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to just talk about the figure. So this figure, big, beefy, bulky, chunky, I guess, but not really. But he's a beefy figure, and I like him. I like beefy figures. Sometimes with the Thanos, it depends on if you're good at posing him. I know he could have problems. Other beefy figures that are way bigger, I don't know. Sometimes they always have difficulty with poses. But with this beast, you would not have no difficulty with this beast. So I do want to look at his other hands before we look at the figure, because I do want to switch those hands out. Okay. And see, with this hand, he's supposed to be gripping his glasses, but if you put it like right here, you really... So what you have to do, I guess, is put it right here in the middle, and it just... Okay, I really wish that they gave us some other glasses. Like, see, and then you have to hold it like this. I really wish that... I know there's someone out there who made some great customized glasses with the Beast. Can't remember who, but it looked very much better than what Marvel Legends doing, because you could have saved up enough space. Could have, I'm actually going to switch those hands out. You could have saved up enough space. You could have had the chance to get like new hands, but I guess no one has ever talked about that, but whatever. So hand, not bad. Looks, I don't know, I feel like there's not a lot of shading like how the other hands has, but just a little bit. Again, very well sculpted. I like how all of his hands are sculpted, all right? Like, they look very well sculpted, but again, man, I just wish we could just get, like, new accessories. But I gotta say, this is way better than any Todd McFarlane figure, because I hate, if y'all watching my channel, I hate Todd McFarlane with a passion. If you like him, good for you, happy for you. But with me, his figures do not satisfy me. They're so weird, they're so wonky, they're uncomfortable, and I hate moving them. With Marvel Legends, way better, way better. They're like 25 for figures. And, well, this one I got him, like, on eBay. On Amazon, he's selling them for, like, $40 or, like, $30. But for eBay, I had him, like, for $30. So he's a good-looking figure. But we're going to look at his heads, his articulation. So, does it look like he's unbalanced? What? Why is he doing that? Why is he doing that? Okay. Does it look unbalanced? Yeah, probably. Anyways, I'm gonna just fix that later. Who cares? So, head sculpt wise, articulation wise. Sorry. So, you could go up, you could go down. So, of course, up, you would do fine, pretty well. I didn't think you would have a good range because how short his neck is. But when you have him pose up in certain ways, oh yeah, you'll be fine. But even looking up, I think you'll be very much fine. So, not bad. Of course, you could pick them up that much with the arms. Butterfly joints to the front, not a lot. But the back, whoa. Look at that. That's a lot. That's good. That's a lot. That's good. That's wonderful. Even when you have them, like, just lay low, they actually just lay low. I mean, look at that. It's not far apart. It's perfectly nice. I like it. And, of course, you could have just turn them around. As always with the Marvel Legend figures. But with me, if you haven't seen my channel or don't know anything about Marvel Legends, that's fine. And that's why I like to take my time and do these videos. So, if you are watching, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, of course, another little, tiny little swivel right here. Well, not tiny little swivel, but I mean a swivel at all. Anyways, so you get good rotation right here. That's what I meant. Apologize. Of course, over here. Double jointed. Oh, wait. Sorry. Double jointed. Yeah, I do not know why it was a bit stiff. And double jointed. Right? Yeah. Yeah. So, not bad. Not bad. Of course, I wish they were pinless, but man, even with the pins, it still doesn't stop the figure. But, yeah. Double joint is very nice. Of course, we're going to talk about him. Okay. Well, I'm going to hold his abs so it doesn't, like, get in the way. So, you can look down. Look at up. Not bad. Not a lot from the front, and a little bit from the back. And then, of course, with the ab crunch, far, and then front. So, actually, I'm gonna have to hold this. See, far, and not far in the front. Yeah, so this kind of looks weird. I just noticed, yeah, because, man, looks a bit weird. No wonder, oh, thank God I got these customized shorts. See how it looks a bit uneven? The paint job like this, just sticking up right here with the blue paint. I don't know if y'all guys could see that. But, yeah, because it's supposed to be going in a straight line, and then it goes up right here to paint. I don't know, that looks a bit awkward. I hope y'all guys noticing what I'm noticing, but, okay. If it had the blue, the yellow X-Men belt, I don't think you would notice, but yeah, it looks a bit weird. So thank God I got the customized shorts. So, of course, split-wise, you could do very well with the splits. Very well. Even drop down, you could still do the splits very well. and then rotation right here. He is a bit stiff right here, which is not really a complaint because the figure won't just fall off easily. But yeah, I don't really. Again, his feet is just so awkward. Why is he not balanced? I'm gonna fix his balance later. Anyways, so double jointed on the legs, very nice. And then joint right here, up and down, and then swivel all the way, so very nice. And then of course, toe articulation, very nice, very nice. This is my first Marvel Legend with toe articulation. I know that they have some Spider-Mans with toe articulations. I said some, and I know they have, I think, some big figures with toe articulation, but very nice, very good. Paint-wise, man. So articulation-wise, very good, but paint-wise, I also like. Because with this figure, I'm gonna have to bring the slide in. Look at him. Look how nice and look how crisp the shading is. So right here, you have some shading right here. His skin is a bit light, so we got some nice shading right there. A bit shading right here around the collar. Some shading right here and on the hands, of course. And then some shading right here on the legs. I don't know if you guys can see that. So yeah, he has very well done paints with the beast. So very well done. I like this great beast. Again, I was a bit hesitant because I was like, oh man, what if they do a 97 beast? And if they do, I'll probably get in. I'll probably give this to like my cousins, and they like X-Men. So, well, this beast figure, very well done. I mean, even hold on, we're just gonna probably not gonna get a perfect balance right away because, like I said, I already balanced him earlier. And half the time when I try to do something on camera, it does not go well. It does not go as I planned. Okay, so there we go. He could stand. If you notice, I think he's, yep, slightly falling, but hey, there you go. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get a good balance with this beast because, again, if you're curious, then yes, he does balance. But of course, he did fall. But like I said, last night I was playing with him. Earlier, I was playing with him, and he stand out pretty well. But of course, anytime I do a video, it doesn't end up perfectly. But I'm glad that he stood still for a couple seconds. So, also want to put his book. See here, so that little thumbprint. And put the thumb right over that print. See? So, and then he fits very well reading it. And now, there we go. Looks very good. Very well sculpted. Very well done. Very well articulated. I mean, wow. He looks great. Now, you might be curious, what am I going to give a rating? Because he does have some of these reused accessories, which I do think that they're a bit lazy, but they still do work perfectly nice since this is my first beast figure. But man, I wish we had some like claws or something, you know, like, I mean, the book grabbing hands kind of like that, but I mean, still like claw hands, you know? And I would be fine with one hand that would just balance. I'll be fine with that. So yeah. So with this beast figure, man, I actually love it. With the customized shorts, like I said, put in the link in the description. He's wonderful. He's fantastic. And man, he's great. So yeah, he might have some reuse and some new parts, but he is still a great figure. Very well articulated, very well sculpted. And to be honest, I'm going to give him an 8.5. An 8.5 for this figure. Again, very lovely, very wonderful gift. Again, if you have some kids that love X-Men, if you have some sons or daughters, or maybe a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband or a wife, or any family members who grew up with X-Men, they're going to love this beast figure. It's a fantastic little gift for basically anyone in your life who you know. I don't know. I always want to give my good rating, my best ratings for these types of figures. I always want to give my honest opinions with these types of figures. And like I said, the hands got a bit lazy. But it's way better than a McFarlane toy, because McFarlane toy fucking sucks. If you like them, that's fine. But this figure, 8.5. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad y'all watch these videos, and I'm happy if y'all do watch these videos. It means a lot. I'm going to just put these shorts back on. Looks fantastic. And I just want to thank y'all very much for watching these videos. Again, thank you so much. I hope y'all guys have a wonderful day, or a wonderful life, wherever y'all guys are in this big, crazy world. I hope y'all guys have a wonderful time. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. My name is The Love and Odd, and I'll see y'all guys another time. Goodbye.